Hello everybody and welcome, it's your boy Logic and we're coming back with the third part of our Grand Khatep campaign. So yep, we're just going to hop straight into this here very quickly and then we'll have a little chat. So down below guys, since I've done my last video here, I have made a Discord, so everybody here feel free to join. Please join at your own will and I'll say hello and we'll have chats when you guys join in. So within that Discord I'll be dropping down my multiplayer videos, my legendary quest campaign videos. I'll be dropping down all of the campaign videos I do here as well, so every single legendary campaign I do will be in there as well, and all other contents for all my other multiplayer tournaments. So we have a multiplayer tournament coming in this Friday the 19th, so for those that want to attend to that as well, it's in the description down below. You can go sign up straight away. So yeah, that's in there for you guys as well. It's a little bit cold in here today, but yep. What I very quickly want to say is thank you very much for all the awesome support I've had recently over the last couple of days. I really appreciate it. So thank you very much for that. I've seen lots of brand new people come onto the channel, talking, asking questions, leaving comments, likes, and the rest. So thank you very much. It honestly means a lot to me. So thank you so much. So here we go. We had a few questions about army compositions, and we had a few questions about people struggling with Tomb Kings. They're a particularly weak faction, and yes, that's correct. They are a particularly hard faction to deal with. They have lots of pros and lots of cons. So the one major con as a player and a streamer is Tomb Kings can be a little bit boring, especially in the early game. Mid to late game, they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. Early game, they can be a little bit boring. It's just skeleton chaff fighting up against most things, and for the most part, skeleton archers, especially on campaign. However, what you need to do in the early campaign, and it's really difficult, is you need to set yourself up for mid to late campaign, and you can't really... Early campaign, you just need to survive, unfortunately. The further you survive, the more things like Dark Elves, the more they confederate, and actually the weaker they become. The more factions confederate, the weaker they become. Or the better way to put it is the more factions confederate, the stronger you become. Because then it's essentially you're not going to be able to, well, especially for Khatep here, you're not going to be able to confederate any other Tomb Kings. And here for the Tomb Kings, I can build as many armies as I want at 0 cost. Once I've done the research, so I don't know how long it is, but I think we have 2 turns to this is done, and then I think the 6th dynasty is 20 turns away. So in 20 turns we'll be getting our 4th army, and that's totally free.
These filthy elves shall pay.
But for each faction and each legendary lord, you have to take a few things into consideration about what the strengths and weaknesses are of the faction itself initially, and then take into the strengths and weaknesses of that particular lord within that faction. So as we can see here, front line here is pretty much some of the best I can get at the moment, unfortunately. Spearmen. Why have I gone spearmen? Well, let's have a little look. So if you go skeleton warriors, 25 melee defense. Now, as we know on legendary campaign, they're not going to be having much melee attack. They're really going to struggle. As the computer gets bonus with melee combatants, so when they're going in, they get increased melee attack, melee defense, all sorts of melee bonuses they get over you. And skeleton warriors are pretty weak anyway. They have no armor, very low melee defense in the beginning. 25 is quite a lot, but we've gone partway through the campaign here. But if you compare it up to 34 for skeleton spearmen, what they're actually doing is they're holding for the skeleton archers, because they're the ones that are going to do the damage. They have no negatives when it comes up against range or range against melee infantry. There is no negatives there. So actually there's a big beneficial stuff here for the skeleton archers. You need to hold it for as long as you can. So 34 melee defense is going to hold a lot longer, so these guys can get their full value as much as possible, and so you can get as much Winds of Magic as possible. Winds of Magic and range are the key points here when it comes down to legendary campaigns.
So much for Morathi's trolls.
God, I'm cold. If I keep shuddering, I'm going to put a jumper on in a second. But I normally get I've got a heater right next to me, those you can't see. So normally I get boiling hot sat here, but today I'm rather cold actually. Right. Also, another big thing for the Tomb Kings, no income. These guys have nothing. So the more places you get, the more money you earn. most of your money comes through fighting, and money is crucial to your campaign. So getting as much money as you can is very, very vital. Right, so, and also you can buy army capacities, but you do need 800 canopic jars and 10,000 in treasury. Is it worth it? Yes, of course. Always having more armies, and that's a permanent +1 army. It's very beneficial. You do have some fantastic lords in here. I think I can show you one now. I can't recruit it, of course, because I have 3 out of 3. But things like prepared, so increased ammunition, increased missile strength, fantastic. Bloody awesome. Get that straight away. And then really prioritize, because this is a big thing for the Tomb Kings, especially for those that would like some help here, is make sure you prioritize the specific areas you want to have in the mid-campaign. So here I went for missile strength for skeleton archers and horsemen units, as they're going to be the main bulk of my damage. And I've also gone for reload reduction time, increased ammunition, and then obviously charge for mostly for the Nehekar horsemen, but and also like all these bonuses here. And you're also going to want to benefit the things that are going to help you in your front line. So as you go through the campaign here, you'll also get access to all sorts of regiment of renowns. For example, these guys are really good. 38 melee defense, fantastic unit. The Scorpion Legion are very good. Also, you want caskets of souls. As much you really want as much artillery as you can. Damaging these guys on the way in and making your sieges easier is beneficial. And also, you also have to recognise as well, and this is the last point I'll make, depending on what faction you are, you've also really got to take into account how you want to go get about your damage. So, for example, if you take a unit of Thunderers, Thunderers are very good, tremendously good armor-piercing units, fantastic. Arc of Fire is a bit of a problem. And if you come with just, say, 10 units of Thunderers in a siege, you're really going to struggle, because what are those Thunderers going to do? Right? We all know that the siege mechanics in this game is a little bit broken, unfortunately. But Quarrelers will be a lot better in that as well. So, something you have to consider, for sure. Right, let's hop into this. Okay, you're going to run, but you really can't run far.
Advance!
So Khatep did unfortunately lose. He lost his legendary quest battle. So I'll update you guys here. Lost the legendary quest battle over here. Unfortunately, wasn't ideal. We lost it against a Beastman army that was a little bit too strong, considering you can do it at level 6. I think it's a little bit harsh. Easy battle here.
Nehekara will be mine.
So here as well, you need to also understand, do you want money and increased campaign range of movement, or are you going to want canopic jars? When am I going to need canopic jars? I don't need them just yet, so I'm going to take the money.
Where is this?
But I got this anyway, so for defeating a lord, this lord in battle, I got some more canopic jars anyway. I didn't know that from last time, but at the moment I've got 125. Sorry. I don't need it just yet. I just need money for another Leech Priest. I don't really need a Leech Priest at the moment, but I won't be needing more canopic jars until I want to get this guy. He's going to be fantastic for my skeleton archers. All of my elite skeleton archers will go into his army. They get increased missile strength, increased weapon strength. Also, we get increased ammunition for them, plus speed. And you can get chariots to protect those guys as well. So, fantastic. And then we'll also be putting hawkish precision on those guys to get increased accuracy for the skeleton archers, etc. Also, realising how long it's going to take you to get to certain entities like your Shotty Greatbow, not easy to get. You've also got to recognise that, for example, if I'm particularly this faction, I have a -40 relationship with Dark Elves. I will be fighting Dark Elves, there is no choice. They will go to war with me, they do not like me. So I have to make sure that I am ready and prepared and pushing out correctly to remove as many Dark Elves as quickly as possible before they get very powerful. They can grow and grow much faster than you. Pretty much unit for unit, the Tomb Kings are the only ones that can keep up with the computer, only solely because they're free. That's it. It's the only reason. Their armies are nowhere near as elite, and you need to play smart. So we have a Leech Priest coming through, and we do have an army. It is pure garbage here for Khatep, but when we get these two guys in, what we have done is a little bit of cheese, not really too much cheese. No, not this guy. Let's have a look. should be this one.
The day of awakening.
So we do have this, which is +2 recruitment ranks for the hero's army. It's on both of these, so we get +4 when we recruit. And being that it's free, I will remove all of these skeleton spearmen and then upgrade them. They will go straight up into tiers, and as you can see, between tier 4 here and just no tiers, let's have a little look here. They get +2 melee attack, +4 melee defense, and +4 leadership. So not only do they hold longer with leadership, they're also going to hold better with more melee defense, and they'll do more damage output. And that's all for free. That's all for free. I can recruit them already stronger, and that's just over one turn. They've just become better. So for me, it's just silly not to abuse that mechanic. Like, if the mechanic's there for you to abuse it. Like the computer already gets so many cheats. Use what you've got to your advantage. I don't need this guy, so see you later. Him straight in the army. He can't reach, unfortunately. He should be able to reach next turn. But what we can do, just to cheese it just a little bit, just in case we do need it, if I recruit now, I do get them here at unit rank 6. So I can't recruit them because I have these in the army, but let's remove some of these like so. I can immediately replace those 4 with some skeleton spearmen at level 6, so it's 2 more levels above here. So if we go here to here, we can already see there's a +2 in all 3 categories. Now when this guy comes in, I'll also get them at then a gold chevron, so they'll come in at unit rank 8, even more bonuses. And these bonuses are entirely free. Now why am I doing this and not just waiting for him? I might be forced to attack, so having these ready to go with +6 rank recruitment is going to be beneficial in case I need it. So let's go.
Sirs, attend.
Like, this army's pure garbage. This is the other one. There's also, I can trade all the units over, remove this army, and then improve it again.
I have risen.
So we also need to keep an eye on the scout. So have a look here. There is a military presence within this here. And as we own all the other 3, we know that the military presence is here or around here. So it has to be within this blockade here. That's where the military presence is. So what I'm going to do...
Submit to your king.
I can't be within both, so I'll stay here.
Soldiers.
Actually, yeah, I think I'll stay here in ambush stance.
Tomb King of Nekara.
Which means if he walks in my circle, I should catch them. Also, heroes very useful. Heroes are very, very useful. So I've just been sent a message. Just double check everything's okay. Okay, fantastic. Yep. So just make sure you level up your characters as well. Like for example, we want lots of troop replenishment. We're going to be fighting a lot with these armies. There's going to be lots of damage. They're not very elite. Also, getting trap soul also getting some of these items early is good as well for your guys. Soul Blight very good. Minus armor, minus base weapon damage. Just pop that on loads of skeletons. It means they're just basically fighting chaff up against chaff effectively, especially when you come up here. Corsairs, you drop them 30 armor, drops them down to 50, drop their base weapon damage. They can hit like wet sponges. Right, let's have a little look here. I can't see any aggression coming from the south. It looks like...
You summon the Shadow King. Do you serve with... There is no victory.
I need very high again. We did have a problem with... we did have a certain problem here with... also, the other thing that's broken in campaign that you have to recognise is... sorry, I forgot the word for it here, but diplomacy. Diplomacy here is just broken. And when I mean broken, I mean broken. Like, there are some factions you can just abuse it to the end of the earth, and there are some factions that you're doomed no matter what you do. You're just doomed. Just recognise you're doomed from the beginning. And sometimes it's better to go to war with someone that you're ready with, even if you're not there. It's really just go to war with them when you're ready and it benefits you. But please, at any point, if anybody ever has any questions about campaign and how you can benefit yourself during campaigns, please ask. Please always ask. You're welcome to ask at any time. I like to leave this open for myself to learn, other people to learn, and just so we can all have fun with it together. So Tomb Strike's very good, so I think I'm going to go with Tomb Strike. Yeah, let's go with Tomb Strike. And it can cause terror as well, which is actually a little bit underrated. Terrorizing things is very beneficial. Definitely go for Royal Lieutenant. It's very good. 5 hit points plus 8 melee attack is ginormous. It's actually 8 melee attack is, yeah, it's ginormous. Let's go for Tomb Strike though for now. Right, so we now need to recognise that our threat is coming from the north here with the Dark Elves. So we're going to just get a nice line here. We need to cut this off, and these two off. Why we need to do that is because then we can level this off, so they can only push through 2 ports here. We can level those off with 2 armies on each side. As long as we've got 2 armies, there's no way they're beating us. Unless they come at us with 2 armies. It's not going to happen. We also need to recognise where we want to spend our funds. Public order here is okay. Not brilliant, but it's okay. Do we advance this? So we're definitely going to want to advance this one. However, we need to recognise, is it safe to advance it? Are we? So the problem is we know that there's a faction around here. There's a military presence here. Is there a military presence here? It doesn't look like there is. And it doesn't look like there's a military presence here. So there should be a military presence within this vicinity. We know we just lost this from the last one. Is it safe? How many turns does it take? Right, so it's going to take 3 turns. What does it do for us? It does increase our garrison, but are we going to get the money returned from it? I would like to think we're going to. So, but Planar Dogs is obviously going to be the safer bet to upgrade. Reason being is that there is nothing here to threaten this. So I'm actually going to go for Planar Dogs. I would normally upgrade this as it's better, but this is safer. And being that we have very limited on money, it's a safer bet to obtain more money and obtain more troops and push forward in the campaign without getting pushed back. As the Dark Elves here are going to have lots and lots of armies, as we can see here, I can guarantee, yep, they're the strongest in the campaign by far. They've already got 22 provinces. They're doing very, very well. We are the 39th strongest. Give that. We did just lose a few units, but we might pop up a few. But there we go. I'm okay with these guys fighting. It means there's attention off of me, which is good. So, damage building. Cool, so we can fix this, just so we can repair... I can't repair both, so that's fine. I'd rather repair the crypts. And then we can repair the garrison. Just to make sure we don't get too much negative for devastation here. For each building that's damaged, we get a negative one pop for each one. Okay, let's go next turn. Right, now we've gone through the explanation a little bit, let's play a little bit of the game. Looks like we have a minor army here. This is the problem, Garrison here is destroyed. I can show you my mouse, but Garrison here is destroyed, unfortunately, and they've come through at the right time. I could kill both of these if they're on their own, but not with this and this. Reaper Bolt Throw is a problem.
Arise, my legions!
And small army like that is enough to have a go at the Venom Blade. So I need to push over and take care of this army. I need to take care of this right side, for sure. And have this army pretty much just hold here. As long as it's holding, that should be fine. That's why I set an ambush here, in between these two. Also set an ambush means that the computer doesn't know where I am. Or doesn't know where I am. But it doesn't know where I am.
Patra calls.
So we can also see if there's any other populations over here. So there is a military presence. I don't know if this counts because it's within the Venom Glade. No. Okay, so there could also be one here. That makes complete sense as it's also fighting up against the Twisted Glade here. Up against, I think these are called the Abominations. Abominations are nothing to be messed with. These guys are tough, tough guys. So they're going to run back to about here. I can imagine. They won't make it much further. There you go. There should be no army assist here.
Priest King.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get our guys some experience. So this is going to be a decisive victory. So experience is also gained on how well the battle goes, not what happens in the battle. So being this is going to be a decisive victory, that is maximum experience for both of these units.
Fire on them! To battle for the Creator God!
Gosh, get these guys done. Apparently they got 11 kills. I can't see where. Oh, maybe against my skeleton archers, perhaps. I don't need regen, cosmic jars, money is very poor. Do I care about the campaign range of movement? No, so I'll go for cosmic jars.
Unliving march!
Don't like that. The only thing I would like that on is a caster that might get hopped on by flying units. I'm not too bothered about that. So they have force march, so the army is here. So how elite is this army? Pretty elite. I don't have much to deal with the Blackguard and Agarond at all, apart from my heroes. Even then, not very good. Sisters Slaughter easy, shoot them. Blackhawk Corsairs, pretty tough, but we can shoot them. The rest we can pretty much shoot, I would have thought. Yeah. Armies, okay.
By the gods.
Will they beat us? No. No, no. That will be good. Okay. Although one thing you ought to also prioritize for those that I have playing is please, 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 please,
Victory
please.
in undeath.
Oh, so we can reach here. That is very interesting.
Legions rise. Attend your king.
I'll explain in 2 seconds. Sorry, let me just update my guys here. So he's level 16. We don't want him dying. So right, let's finish off Wound Maker. 481 is not exactly a lot of weapon strength. It's actually not much at all. Do we have anything for you? We do have this, so that's a lot better there. So let's put that on. We don't have any other armor. Do we have any? We do have this. I wouldn't put that on you, I don't think. Yeah, we'll go for some public order on you as well, sure. Right, let's have a little bit of a look here. So we've got increased mobility here. I'm actually not bothered about any of these. So that is good when it's around. So target if unit is a construct, so it has to be around a construct for it to be beneficial. We don't have any constructs in the army, so it's not worth a point right now. Unit is a construct, we don't have any constructs right now. Regen is pretty good, so I think we'll go with restore for now.
Obey me.
So the one thing you guys want to prioritize, first thing in every campaign, always prioritize this blue line if you're playing campaign. It is my #1 bugbear. When people go, oh, I'm really struggling in campaign. Okay, benefit your blue line. 8 points must go straight into Lightning Strike. Lightning Strike is one of the reasons why Snarsnik is not the worst the Greenskin Lord campaign. His is not the worst, because he starts with Lightning Strike. That already makes him very, very strong. And that's something you guys really should consider. Is that because of that, like someone like, I don't know, let's think of, who's the worst one? Grimgor probably is the worst one, by far actually. Yeah, by far. He's by far the worst one actually. That's not even close. Speed is beneficial, especially if you're on foot. He's level 16 now. He also cannot die, I believe. I don't know if I can see that anywhere. Pretty sure this guy can't die. Yeah, so second dynasty, he can't die. That's pretty good. Let's have a look. So he's already got his Lightning Strike. Also then finishing off the blue line. I prefer to finish off the blue line as quickly as possible, because then I get all the campaign effects that I need. So for example, 25% ambush success chance, plus an extra campaign range of movement, plus recruitment ranks. So all beneficial. It is always the priority to get that done first. The only way you wouldn't do that first is if you really, really struggle in combat. And if that is the case, my advice is don't play on Legendary, play a little bit on Very Hard, and learn the style about playing with a little bit less frontline, a little bit more archery core, just get used to it. Once you can do it quite comfortably, then I'd say the campaign for you to try, most likely, is High Elves. If you could do High Elves, you should be okay. Now, High Elves is one of the easier ones, but it's a good Legendary practice. So where do we go next? So I've got this, as it's very important, plus 15% success chance on top of our 25%. So that gives us plus 40% here. So unless he has any extra, we can check in here. So he gets plus 40%. So that's good. That's why we got this secondary. And then if there's any other great things at top. So we've got him a mount. We've got him a mount here. But then we also got him plus 7% physical resistance. So anything physical, That's 7% resistance. It's very good. Plus charge. He's on top of his kitty cat, so that's going to be very beneficial to him there. We can also give him plus 4% hit points. That doesn't look like much, but when you've got 9,000 there, we're going to get a plus 500 hit points, plus increased fire resistance. When we're undead, we actually get a negative 25% fire resistance, so a 15% fire resistance negates that quite a bit. So this is actually quite beneficial here. So it's increased resistance and also increased hit points. So actually it's quite good for our Lord here. And our Lord is very important when it comes to the undead, as pretty much that's where most of our leadership is going to stand on.
The day of awakening.
So if I go into ambush, so if we look around here, I have 100% ambush success chance. So if we look at each of these guys as well on top, this is how I've designed this army. They all have cunning. All three of these have cunning. So on top of the 40% here, on top of my research, which is 10% down here, that's a base 50% ambush. Base 50% plus the 3 here. So we've got the 3 in here, so that gives me plus, that's 80% ambush. And if we go into you, no, not you, it must be the Leechy Priest. Yeah, I think it's the Leechy Priest. We get plus, no, that's not the Leechy Priest, my apologies.
Not to be trusted.
He also has plus 5% ambush success chance there as well. So we have lots of ambush success chance, and I built it so it's a minimum of 85% ambush success chance. That's the minimum. I'm sure there's others that I've forgotten about here, but also with my rights, I can also get plus 50% in my own area. So if I pop this, I can then get plus 50%, so I'm looking at a silly amount of ambush success chance. That's what I built this army for, so I can always put my army in the best position when attacking armies like this.
My visions predict failure.
Also means they're forced to come to me in their broken state. I can do a lot of damage to their key units before they get on top of me. Ambush is very, very vital.
Each lord of Henry.
So here, all 3 of these units are pretty garbage, so let's get rid of these. We'll chuck you in the army, just like so. So as you saw, we got rank 6 last time, so if we recruit this time, rank 8. Perfect. Bang on. Bang on what we want, and if we want 2 units of carrion, we're going to get these at unit rank 6 as well. So what do I need to do to get the maximum out of this army? Well, this is not the final army I want. This is a very, very basic army. So I don't care about this army. So I'm not going to buff it. I'm going to hold this and abuse this army until I can get a better one. So I can get 5 units right now. So I need to remove 5 units so I have space for 5. So I'll get rid of the worst ones and then we'll recruit 5 of them. Now, you may ask me, why am I going for skeleton spearmen if I don't have any archers in my army? Well, here's the thing. I'm not building this defensive army for this army in specific. I'm actually building this army for this one. So these skeleton spearmen, when they're together, this lot just sits in front and tanks it all whilst this army stays nice and protected. And we have these shooting behind. These do the damage. It's just an extra front line. Also, it helps so it can hold up so that my Grand Khatep can get all of his Winds of Magic done. So there we go. As we can see here, from rank 4 up to rank 8, plus 4, plus 3, plus 3. It's just so worth it. And then from the beginning, right, was also plus 4 in each category. So we're looking at plus 7, plus 8 in each category. It's just tremendously worth it. Just tremendously worth it. So we do need to make this army a little bit better so we can go and do that quest again. So I'm actually going to remove a unit of these, and I'm going to recruit the Regiment of Renown in... Okay, it did say it was available, but we'll wait 3 turns. We'll wait 3 turns. It's fine. Okay, so we're going to get increased Tomb Guard and increased Tomb Guard armor and weapon strength. Why have I done that? Because I have a unit. I have the Regiment of Renown unit here. That's pretty much why I want to get the most. I want to get the maximum out of it. It was only 3 turns worth of investment, so I thought it was worth it. So this can go up, but I'd rather repair these 2 for the devastation to make sure these are nice and repaired. And what other buildings? Okay, so that's all damaged buildings fixed, and let's move on. And guys, I've seen a few of you left comments after. Awesome, those. So there we go. We've got the ambush, 100% success chance. Look at this already. I will just take it. I'll just take that one. I mean, they got hundreds of kills. I'll tell you what, I'll fight the next one, actually. I probably should have fought that one, but I'll fight the next one. I just thought we're on a bit of a roll of talking here a little about it, so maybe it answers some of your questions. If you still have any questions, please feel free to ask. And even before that, if you have any other basic questions, any other questions at all, like talking about Winds of Magic, what does Winds of Magic do? What should I look at? What should I prioritize? Also ask as well. You'll see here with most of my like Leechy priests. Sorry, I call them. They're actually Leech priests, but I call them Leechy priests. Just I don't know. Sounds better. Probably because I'm an idiot, but. Yeah, like why do I prioritize certain one of these? Like why do I do certain skill points? Why do I not do others? Please feel free to ask. There is no stupid questions here. So I think I've got every other skill point that I think I need to prioritize first. What was this one? Unlocked by skill. After I've got of magic and vengeance. Oh, locked by skill. Oh, okay. So I could only get one of these 4. Okay, I thought you could get that and one of these 3, but only one of the 4. Yes, if you have any questions why I've particularly gone for a specific thing, or you just want to say hello as well, just feel free to drop a message. I like talking to you guys. But I think here for my lord, I think I've gone through the entire blue line of everything I want. I don't particularly need 20% raid. I would rather put my skill points into getting down here. Getting more ammunition and more missile strength in my skeleton units. These are the ones that are going to get the damage from me, so this is where I need to prioritize. Magic here. I've gone Soul Blight. It's good for my front line. It's good area of effect. 40 meters. It's pretty wide. I really don't care about negative leadership. Yes, I do cause fear. But at the same time, this is going to be better at chewing through them. Because even if I cause fear and I route them through fear, they will come back. Increased leadership for my guys, not particularly beneficial. I think this is better for getting through them, so we can get more damage going through and less damage received and more damage coming through with the archery as well. Over here, I'm probably going to be looking at... Purple Sun is really hit and miss. So I'm not a big fan of it, because it's so hit and miss. It could either be tremendous, but it's a loads of Winds of Magic, or it can be completely garbage. While Fate of Bunut, I can pick a unit, and it's very strong against multiple combatants. I go, okay, you've got this, bang. It's gonna reduce. You got Blackguard and Nagarond, bam. You're gonna be a lot weaker now. Right, so I'm not going to benefit one of these yet. So Ushakti here, the +1 Ushakti obviously will always be good. Having as many Ushakti great bows as possible is obviously going to be great. Good range, good damage, good AP. What do I want to benefit here from first? So Necrotech, we've got his main one, which is increased mobility. I'm not going to boost income because I'm not going to be sat in a city. These guys are going to be going forward, being aggressive, so that's not beneficial. Let's get Restore for him. Let's get that regen in. You can do it for an ally, actually. Oh, that's quite interesting. Okay, I kind of like that. It's a bit of a... I feel like the Necrotech's a bit more of a support character. Interestingly. Yeah, he feels like quite a support character. I kind of like that.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Right, so we do have...
Curse. King of Tombs.
Have a little look here. I have a pretty poor army. We do need to push 2 armies this way. We do need to hold these off as well. So it looks like an army has left. I can't see anything yet. These guys are going to sit in raiders to the end. Where to go next is the question. I think coming around this way here and finishing these off will be good. The abominations are not at war with them. Yeah, we need to send these 2 in this direction. I need to keep growing you. Let's grow. Let's get rid of you 4 and put in.
Hierophant Khatep. Nekara rises from the sands.
He could do with healing. What's the army like here? Not much. I guarantee it's not strong. Okay.
Tomb King of Nekara. Now we
Lots of
go.
chaos corruption here. Why is chaos corruption increasing? Do these guys increase chaos corruption?
Filthy elves shall pay.
Okay.
They challenge me.
Right, let's push these guys back then a little bit.
Attack and destroy.
I mean, I'd fight this siege, but it's about half an hour worth of fighting.
Hekara will
I want to
be
progress this
mine.
on a little bit. There's going to be lots of fighting.
Take it all.
Next
Destroy
two
all.
battles I will fight. I'll fight the next two ones. So the next battle in person I will fight 100%, and the next one I'll fight as well.
Submit to your
I
king.
just also want to push this on because either this one or the next one will be the last of this series. My boy Aza, he's the one that asked for this, and then a very, very long subscriber of mine, Courtney's asked for the next one, so I'll be doing Lizardmen. So if any of you guys have a request for any campaign, and I mean any of the campaigns you'd like me to do on Legendary mode, I will go through them.
For the mortuary cult.
Okay, so somebody lost a unit there. Okay. Oh yes, because these guys left.
Attend
Right,
your
pop in
king.
here. Can I do it now?
The day of awakening.
No, that's fine. We'll go through them.
Legions, move! Ambush the foolish.
Work towards them getting ambushed.
I suspect treachery.
So armor's good here. We've got maximum melee defense. Armor's going to be good as well. We want these guys to survive. We also want good missile resistance for these guys. So they're coming in with 15 and 50% fire. Do we want armor or do we want to prioritize their melee attack? This guy does hit a little bit like a truck, and he has very good armor piercing values. Let's have a look at his armor piercing values. It should be strong. Yeah, 380. Some very good armor piercing value. I must admit. His base weapon's pretty low though. Okay, so this increases melee attacks. That's his chance to hit. Let's increase his chance to hit.
Your advice.
Okay, so we do want that, but that comes at rank 10. We can get... Trapped Soul is also very good, causing terror and 50% magic resistance. That's a tremendous point. Let's get melee defense. Melee defense is garbage here from us, so let's get that.
I deem it.
And from you, let's get the melee attack in as well, and then we'll push through these ones. Oh, we just got this actually, so let's undo that. And actually, I'd rather hit points. I value increasing hit points over everything. I think it's very vital.
Serve me.
Right, let's pop forward here, and I can't see anything there. I'm very worried they're going to come down on my left flank whilst I'm pushing here on the right. So once Cetra is... Sorry, what's Cetra? Once Khatep is ready, I'll push him through. I need one more turn of recruiting. 5k, so we have 5k value. So what we actually can do here is we can do this right, which I think I'm going to do. So Casket of Souls is a very good piece of equipment. It's a very, very good artillery piece that I think I'm going to put in here with Grand Khatep. Now, if I lose it, it's pretty bad.
Legions rise.
So what I'm going to do, control, I'm going to put these together.
My
Yep.
dynasty
And actually,
reigns
we're going to put it in
supreme.
here. This is our most elite army, so let's put it in here. We now have an artillery piece that has 440 range, so anything with less range than that, the computer will come to us. So that's good. Also, it does a tremendous amount of splash damage, good against infantry units. Anything we want here, let's have a little looky. Might of Elixir, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Heptic Jard's very good. Very good. It's very good. 1500 hit points. It's very, very good. Yep, I hope everybody there, everybody watching is having a good day today. So here we go. So here comes the resistance. So we have Yafreeze coming in. Big boy himself. He's the only one that I've ever seen take over Tyrion. He's the only one that can really confederate Tyrion I've ever seen.
Trouble.
You want to give me 500 for non-aggression pact. Maybe I'll try and squeeze 800 out of them next turn. Money is very important to us. So, like, I don't mind having a non-aggression pact. He wants a non-aggression pact. I'll take one. Oh, he'll give us a trade agreement as well. That's good for us as well. Let's go for military access. I think that's more important. I don't really want to... No, actually, I don't care about military access. I want the money. Let's go for the money. And let's go 800. If we can squeeze 800 out of him, that might be quite good. There we go. Perfect. 800 gold. Very, very good for us. It takes us... Well, we get 1.4 now, but 800 is quite a lot.
Obey me, a poor lord keeper.
Yeah, I don't care for cleanse corruption. So we can either go... That's good if we want to overcast. So if we overcast spells, we can also cause damage to ourselves. So I just want to make sure here that... But I think Winds of Magic, because we do have a lot of casters in here, I think Winds of Magic is good. Yeah, let's increase our Winds of Magic reserve. We'll also get 2 points into Fate of Buna and Earthing, and then we're going to get Arcane Conduit. Very valuable Arcane Conduit.
Where is this?
Level 15 as well. What do we fancy here? We could get him on a chariot. I do like chariots. It's good to have a mobile unit, but for now I think we go for the speed first. And then we'll go for the hit points. Make him a little bit faster so we can maneuver him around a little bit more on foot and also get him around with a bit more hit points, which is a little bit tankier. That's against range, magic, whatever it may be. So I haven't seen anything pushing this way, but these guys are fighting up against quite a few now. Yeah, so let's have a little look actually. Let's go to Nagaroth.
Burden of the Shadowlands.
So we're very high
I may
now.
be a king of shadow. No, we cannot.
Okay. What if we were to join war up against Nagaron? No, they won't do it. Nagaron are probably too strong for them, but they're fighting up against Cold Pleasure, so I'm happy with that.
Master of cruelty.
Okay, they've been pushed miles away from us, so I don't mind that. Just double checking everybody's power levels. So Nagaron have actually increased. I don't know how they've increased places. They must have gone... I can't see here, I don't think. They must have gone over here. Yeah, as you can see, they're here, I think. Let me have a look at... Can I not meet these? I haven't met the... So I haven't met the High Elves yet. I haven't met them. So...
Each lord of Harmony.
So there is a military presence within this area. So it has to be there, because otherwise it's the Twisted Blade. And these guys... Oh, there's the Abominations there as well. Okay. So there is a military presence here. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to do a little bit of a bait. And
Rises from the sands.
big fan of this.
The king moves.
So if we move over to here, the computer will consider this a very weak army. I can't see their army.
I deign to
There you
move.
go. So they have an army here. And what I'm going to do,
King of Nehekara.
I'm going to sit behind them. I'll sit next to them in ambush. So this army is available.
Fool.
If it's going to go, oh, it's tremendously weak. It's just full of skeletons. I got my main army next to me
Priest King.
in ambush. So I'm going to hopefully, this army, they'll look at this army and go, oh, this is pretty strong up against this. They'll attack me. Hopefully.
I seek absolution.
Yeah, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. Yeah, let's remove you boys.
The day
One more time.
of awakening.
Perfect. We can increase some places here. So we can upgrade both of these. If we're going to upgrade one of them, I think the one we upgrade, probably not Venom Glade, it's too weak right now. This is also probably 2 weeks. So I'd rather get the temple up, I think. So we have some units we can put in the temple. So we got this so we can get increased amount of skeleton archers. I would like to get some more skeleton archers. I'm not really bothered about anything else. I could put in a defense. It's very expensive. And it's unlikely to be attacked. So what I'd actually rather do is increase the strength of my armies. It's going to take 5 turns to build this up because it's not a very good location. So maybe we can do it cheaper elsewhere. So it looks like we can, and we can immediately increase our archer supplies. So let's do that. And it's going to be at the Plain of Dogs, which is relatively hard to get to. So let's put that up, and that should be fine. Let's see if the bait works here, and see if we get these guys. Let's go. The bait should work here, I would have thought. Yeah, so as you can see here, the bait has worked, and as I said before, I will do the attack.
Arise, my legions!
So we've got a nice big surround on them, and that's why ambush success chance is really, really helpful. So now I can pick. So my forces are coming miles away. I don't know what this is. That's complete garbage. Okay. I'm going to have to push these all the way across the water. So actually, although I've got the ambush, this is poor from the game. This is really poor. So what the game's done is basically it's attacked in the middle of both of us. So that's why I've been pushed on one side and I have... Okay, let's start deploying this. That's out of the way. So that's why it's, in theory, pushed in the middle of us. So that's why it's in the middle. So we have trees everywhere here. This is not beneficial for us at all. But I need a way that I can attack these and split them all apart. So they have their range core with their artillery in the back. I need to push that as quickly as possible and segregate it here from this. So how am I going to do that is the question. Like this. The trees are going to be in the way, unfortunately, but there's really not a lot I can do about that. Right, let's grab these in like that. Right, so that's how that's going to have to be. It has enough range that these guys can shoot. I'll shoot as many as I can onto these characters here. And then I'll have my front line on top, just pushing immediately. So let's group that. I'll have the Doom Squad in behind, along with the big boy. And he's just going to immediately shoot into any targets that I really don't want to fight. So I don't want to fight the Black Hawk Corsairs or the Sisters of Slaughter, but I want to be shooting units that have missile resistance, because artillery pieces are just going to go straight through whatever has missile resistance. And the missile resistance are going to come through the Dread Spears. These don't have any shields, but they have lots of armor, so I might actually just shoot the Black Hawk Corsairs with this. Right, so let's grab one. And let's start that. So we'll grab two, and we're gonna I'm gonna shoot here. So good splash damage there. I mean, these aren't even gonna make it by the time the battle's finished. Oh, it's two, beg my pardon. Right, let's push up. We've got all their units pushing up. Let's get all of my guys in there. Yeah, I've now got too much to deal with here.
Fight!
So I also messed up a little bit, but that's okay. I'm really not bothered. Right, so move this forward. We're just going to drop Soul right over onto here. These guys need to be shooting into the range. These guys are being forced into melee. I really don't want to drop into melee, please. Right, it's very difficult to see what's going on here. We have a unit on the side here. Moving there. Hard to see what's shooting and what's not shooting. Just take out their range and that should be more than comfortable. Just use my artillery piece to take out their artillery.
Yes! Charge!
I forgot he's on his kitty cat actually. My guys even come. Oh, they have come over. Oh, please come in.
Sepulchral majesty!
Lovely. Let's get you in the back.
Necropet!
Right, let's use some magic here then. So let's heal you up. I'm gonna heal myself up. Oh, I thought I could heal myself up. Maybe not.
Your way!
Oh, only if the units are construct. Okay, fair enough.
Prince who promised.
They managed to get onto my archers somehow. Oh, I feel delicate today. I just want to destroy as much of this as I can.
Very well. Nek
Oh,
Ulus.
he's on foot. He's pretty fast, to be fair. Give it to him.
The artist. Destroy.
Why are you so? Why is he so? Yeah, he's kind of weak here actually. It's surprising.
My orders enacted.
Let's bully these guys a little bit very quickly. Let's turn these down to 4 units, and then these guys will not come back. Cool. So you not count as a construct then? Okay, they're probably going to make it off before he gets there. Come on, big boy. Ignore him. Go for these. Yeah, we just take this repeater bolt thrower out. Hey, Connie, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, I messed up there a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, 261. That was not a good example, I will not lie. Oh, we could do with the healing, so I think this is a chance we can actually do with the healing. We did just gain a weapon. Okay, so let's just run away and gone straight back inside. Yeah, very good, thanks. Yeah, very well. I'm having a good day today. How about you? What have you been up to?
Power of Henry.
There's only... okay.
Submit to your king.
So there we go, plus 8% ammunition. So we do have our big boy here. Where is he? This is the...
So much for Morathi's thralls.
Okay, this is not the one, but we'll get Royal Lieutenant for you. Yeah. 8 men attack plus poison. Yikes.
Nekara rises from the sands.
Right. So we're going to tend me, and then we're going to get lightning strike. So, oh, you're the level 8.
Desperate times.
So you've already got... Oh, you already got biting blade. Okay, that's fine. So he's the big boy with the big stats. Yes, we'll go for that. What about you? You're pretty weak on here, so let's give you that. And let's give you hard to hit, as you're relatively not that tanky right now.
Attend your king.
So we look here, yeah, relatively weak. So let's push on to here.
Submit to your king. Obey me. Do not betray your king.
Let's get them attacking
You defy me.
from the same
Your
angle.
king demands.
So he should directly spawn in with
To
him.
battle for the creator god.
Well done on your first tournament. How did you like it? Oh, I liked it very much. I did see that you dropped in. Thank you for dropping in. Good, just relaxing. Had a very chill Valentine's Day. Good. Glad to hear you had a good Valentine's Day. Oh, I actually haven't put this on here. So this is actually kind of a bit of a birthday stream. Yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. I was going to stream, but ended up being busy. So, yeah, this is, I guess, technically a birthday stream. But, yeah. But no, I'm glad you had a good Valentine's Day, Courtney. Are you doing anything special today? Let's get these boys in the middle.
Your
Get some nice height for... No, there please, thank you. Get some nice height for this.
Tomb King.
Lord in the middle. So we do have our guys coming in the back. And as you'll see, I'll see what I do with my spare army now. Thank you very much, Courtney. Right, so we're going to get this here. And we're going to shoot into one thing that I don't care. So we've got Dark Riders with shields. Right, so shooting into the Dark Shards. They're going to cause lots of damage coming in. They did loads of damage over here as well. I love this unit here. Just, yeah, Casca Solstice is so good. We do have more range than them. Okay, they've already broken. Yeah, that's good. Right, I didn't actually involve my other guys. I don't actually think I need them, but I'm just going to get them on the front line. Just pin them back. These guys can protect that. That can shoot into this. I have my arrow boys shooting into here. My lord in up against their lords. Not good. He got yeeted. Like to see it. Okay, so they do have a wizard. Interesting. Shooting to the Black Oak Corsairs coming in. Yeah, the problem with Tomb Kings is so goddamn slow. You want a bit of wizard on wizard action, do you? No? Okay. You didn't want it? You didn't want it? That's okay. They also cause fear, so they're obviously going to break a lot of the units here as well. When they get weak enough, they'll just run. Also, surprisingly, skeletons and archers actually have a lot of range. 140 is like, I think it's quite a lot to be fair. We'll just shoot these guys coming in, they'll take enough damage, and the army archers should kick in very, very quickly. Alright, let's hit the kitty cat round the side here.
Tomb King.
So they're broken, they're broken. There should be army losses in seconds. Yeah, we didn't even need these guys. I need to get some of my heroes onto or chariots just to make them a little bit faster. Yeah, it was a lovely day today, thanks. Just relaxed with the other half. Enjoyed some good food and rugby. Love the rugby. Did you watch the Six Nations today? But I'm good. Very glad you had a good day. Now just playing a bit of Minecraft. Of course you are. Of course you are. You do love the Minecraft. Have you killed the Ender Dragon yet?
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
There's a lot of money here for sacking it, but I'd rather occupy and just move on. Just move. Just keep moving. So we now need to go take the Circle of Destruction. As you can see here, we're really starting to pin these in. Once we've taken this, they've got nothing here. I knew I was going to do it with my hand. But they've got nothing here on the right-hand side, which means we can really start pinning these guys in. Now, what they can do is send forces around this way, which is something we will have to take into consideration. But essentially, I'd like to start pinning them in here. Because what they'll do is they'll start creating armies now very, very close to the front line here. That's where they'll start creating armies now, and that's where I want them to create armies. Because they're gonna create armies as close to us as they can, and that's what I want them to do.
Attend your king, slaves.
So tier 19, so there we go. So that's plus now 9% missile damage extra, and we'll get a plus an extra 3, and then plus an extra 8% ammunition on the next one. That's already buffing our archers even more. on top of our research.
Submit to your king.
Level 20 here coming in for our Leechy Priest. Should really call him a Leech Priest, but I'm not going to. So we'll get Earthing. We'll get Earthing for the miscast chance, just because we've already got Soul Blight, and we can overcast Spirit Leech as well, and then we'll go down Fate of Buna. We don't need Fate of Buna right yet. But, Soul Blight's good enough for now.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
So we'll go for the hit points here, I think. Hit points is definitely worth it. Just make them that more tanky.
Attend your day of awakening comes.
So if I recruit... Oh, I do get triples. So I might recruit a few here, actually.
My dynasty reigns supreme. Nehekara rises from the sands. Submit to your king. Attend your king.
Oh, we can get to use Shakti. Only one unit, but use Shakti will be nice. I'm not going to because I need to press forward as quickly as possible. I'm actually going to remove these. I'm going to come in 1, 2, 3 units here. Do we come in with a 4th? Or do I want something else in return? So having the cavalry would be nice. But I do need a front line. So let's go for that instead and remove another one of these. Remove this one, as it has less models. And we'll come in with another unit there. So we're going to gain a few recruitment ranks here, which is good. This can heal over the end turn. We'll move it forward just a little bit, just to get the extra movement range for the next turn. And then I'm going to put him into ambush. I do want him to get this special chance. So there's a chance you can get where if you leave someone in ambush chance, you can also have them in force march over a couple of turns. They can get specific traits and the raiding. You can get specific traits that increase that particular stance. So if you get the ambush stance trait, where you spend... Oh my god, shut up, Khatep. If you stand in the stance chance for the ambush stance chance for enough turns, you'll get the trait for it, which means you get a plus 5% chance of ambush success chance and plus 10% defense chance against being ambushed. So it's always beneficial to get these things and the raiding trait. So if you get the raiding trait, it's plus 5% raiding and then minus 3 public order to whatever place you're raiding. You know, all those small little bonuses add up, especially over a campaign. We've got a Leechy Priest here, so as you can see, he's come through quite nicely. We'll go through Fate of Buna again. As you can see here, I do have another Leechy Priest of Death. They're one of my favourites. Even those are shadows, I think is probably my favourite magic. I really do like a pendulum. Very, very good stuff. What have we got here? That's pretty good. I need that armour back for you, but I do need my doodads. Can we get that armour again? So we did have this armour here. No, not this armour. Where's the magic armour? Is it this one? Yes, we had this armour, which is plus 5 armour, plus 5 winsome magic, and 10 magic resistance. So that's pretty good. Although I think I actually might favour the Armour of Ages now, I think about it. Oh, I can't get it. I don't actually have it. But otherwise, I can get Shield of Petra. I kind of prefer the Winds of Magic, I won't lie. That's pretty good. Don't have anywhere near enough stuff for it, though. This is very good. Armour that gives melee attack as well is pretty good. Plus 10% physical resistance. Scorpion armour. So when hit points are greater than 50%, it's disabled. So when his hit points are below 50%, he gets 22% damage resistance permanently. That's insane. So I think we're going to save up our Canopic Jars, as we do have certain things we can buy. If I do save up 10k and we do get 800 Canopic Jars, I will be getting another army for free, because that will definitely be beneficial. I'll just chuck it for the skeletons and we'll protect a good army. Right, so we do have 1.7k. What can we invest it in? So we can get this up. Why is this one more expensive? Yes. So where's this one? All right, because it's in the green zone. So we are getting money from this as well, so that's pretty good. Just not confident we're going to hold it is the only problem. I don't need any more here. What about planar dogs? So planar dogs, we can increase this if I want. Do I need more public order here? Not really. It's pretty stable. I would like a salt mine, and I do have obsidian here. I'm going to get this up so I can try and get the salt mine. If I do happen to lose it, there's nothing I can do about it now anyway. I do need to move through. Where is the line before we cross? I can't see it.
Come, servants.
Can I still recruit here? Oh, they're becoming triples now. Okay. I'm not sure why they come in triple now, but they come in triple. So actually, being that we get triple gold here, I'm actually not going to take on the ROR version. What I'll actually do is I'll put the ROR version in here. Reason being is it comes in at triple gold and it has obviously its bonuses, but I can't get triple gold here. So I'm actually just going to put these in this army because I've already got triple gold in the other one. So let's go. That looks good. Obviously the ROR version comes in with extra bonuses, but very elite here from the skeleton point of view. All I want with that army is a little bit of a hold up, just to do as much damage to any army that comes. So here we go. This is perfect for us. So Nagaroth have gone to war, as I'm sure they had a defensive or military alliance here with Etain, but it looks like actually Nagaron have gone to war with them, including the Abominations. That's good for us because we're at war with them, which means we're going to be positively favoured by them. And I did forget that we're getting raided here, so we do need to go check that out. That's not good. I'm not happy about that. Beastmen is not good for us. It's just chaos corruption, and it just means we've got to deal with it. So we are being raided. So let's have a look at the raiding. Okay, so we're being raided here, and she's there. Not good for us. How do we deal with it? She'll definitely come in with a 20 stack. There's no doubt about that. What can we do about it? We do have what we would call a relatively elite army for us. We do have our guys coming in here with lots and lots of levels. If we lose this army before we get these guys to 20 and 20, it's tough. It's tough. We need to really consider what we're going to do here. We do have our chaff army. Don't care about losing my chaff army. I have a legendary lord here, so even if he goes down, doesn't matter. If I do lose, the Tomb Prince is very close to being unkillable. I will lose both of them, unfortunately, so I have to be careful here.
Moving. Nekara rises from the
I'm going to
sand.
play a little bit of defense here, actually.
Submit to your king. Mortal fool. Unliving.
I think we can move you all the way around. Let's move you all the way. Okay, we do need to come round into here. Okay.
Attend your king, slaves.
Right, so we'll put you in ambush.
Strike on my
Can't
command.
see her, but if she does attack here, we'll attack immediately the next turn and then destroy her. Or she might force march, come around and attack this army, as it looks really easy to kill. Let's have a little look here. Sorry, Courtney, I missed that. Yeah, such a good game between Ireland and France today. Fantastic game. If anybody doesn't know anything about rugby, or if anybody was ever wanted to watch rugby, or anybody wants to watch a good game of rugby, that is the game to go watch. Go watch that game of rugby. The commentary is very good. The ref is very good. And the game is fantastic. Go have a watch if you guys want to go enjoy a game of rugby and you've never seen it before. That's where I would start. Six Nations, Ireland versus France. It happened today. It's actually a fantastic game. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I've now got full diamond armor and lots of diamond weaponry, but need to up the spell protections and everything. To be honest, Courtney, I think it sounds like you need to be going to that Ender Dragon now. Like, you've got the diamond armor. I think you're running out of excuses. I think you're ready. I think you're ready.
For the mortuary cult.
So I'm going to progress through here and see if we can take this. Now, if I'm going to get triple chevron gold skeletons, I think I will just take them. So what's the difference between them here? +2 leadership, +1 melee defense. Yep, it is worth it. It's just worth it.
Incantate.
I'm going to take it. Because actually going between 8 and 9, it's actually quite a jump. It takes quite a while to get there, and if I get it for free, I will take it for free. So it looks like we can get Ushakti Great Bows here. This is why we could get them before. I didn't realise that. And we do have iron ingots, which is worth it here for us, especially as we're a faction that have... we do have the Mortuary Cults. A little about the dowry, we can build our own stuff. We do need to prioritise getting a skeleton garrison and moving up here into engraved walls. Because it'd be very good to hold on to this place. It's already tier 4, it's our highest by far. We are getting 150 plus increased campaign range of movement here from this, but I will have to destroy this as I do have other things I want to prioritise. And being I have to have this, I need to prioritise other things. So the negative coming in here is probably coming in from the Chaos Corruption. Oh, I do need that Chaos Corruption to go away, but it is increasing. Why it's increasing, I'm not too sure. I think it's increasing because of this. But then I'm not sure. So we'll have to be careful. This can go up, and we do have an army in place, so let's upgrade it, as I can justify upgrading it as well. Right, so let's go next turn. I think the other thing with campaigns, there we go, so they pushed us immediately. Did we get the ambush? We got the ambush, fantastic. Shall I fight this one? We got a few turns where we're not going to do very much. So let's fight this one, have a bit of a fight. Also, we get to fight up against Helebron, right? And it also means that our main army is going to get her trait, which is good. Can I remember what that trait is? I cannot. But what we need to do here, she does have 85 armor. She's relatively quick on her little, I'm not really sure, it's like a blood rack thing. Oh, Cauldron of Blood. It's a very, very specific thing, but she does come in with a lot of stuff, and she does cause terror. So we do need to like target shooting her down. She also is going to come in with some very elite troops here. So we do have some Harganath Executioners, which are coming in with 100 armor. So we need to be dropping some magic onto these guys. We also do have some Sisters of Slaughter, which have no armor. They do come in with their bronze shield, which I think gives them 25%, or is it more? 20%. So coming in with a 20% resistance. I think it changes slightly depending on the unit. But these will absolutely chew through anything. They got 73 melee defense. They will chew through anything that they come up against. Now, being that they've attacked this guy, these armies will be split up again. But one of my armies will defeat this. I'm going to move on. I'm going to auto it. I'll take the money. So I did get Regiment Renowned here. Perfect, I got Ice in the Desert. These guys are insane. I love these guys. So what did we get? Oh, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty good. Oh, by the way, so I'm going to be doing some top 5 worst and top 5 best stuff about campaign soon. So, I also stole Gambler's Armor. Very good. That's 5 armor and 8 ward save. Yeah, perfect. That's really good. That's really good. So I'm going to be doing a top 5 worst and top 5 best campaign stuff coming up soon. I'm going to be doing some videos there. And one of them will be top 5 traits gained by legendary lords and top 5 worst. So there are also a lot of them will have... Obviously the top traits will depend on what faction you are. So for example, if you are Bretonia, killing somebody like the Fey Enchantress is really important to you. You don't get regeneration. You can't put any points into regeneration unless you're one of the newer lords. You really struggle to get casualty replenishment. However, killing her gives you 10% casualty replenishment, and killing her over and over again for all your legendary lords is going to be beneficial. But depending, I will make a rank list and I will justify top 5 and worst 5 in my opinion.
Summon them.
So level 20 here, so we will finish that off. So we get the maximum missile strength coming in from our skeleton archers. Let's have a looky here. So for the next ones, we have a decision to make. So for our front line of Nehekar Warriors, Tomb King, Skeleton Warriors, and Skeleton Spearmen units, we can get increased armor and melee defense. So that's going to be very good for them holding the front line. You always need at least a front line. There are some factions you can get away with. So for example, if you want to be... What's a good one? Dark Elves is a good one. You could have Shades for frontline. You could literally go an entire unit of Shades, because if they come into combat, great, I've got AP and I'm anti-infantry. Good luck. You know, you just send 3 or 4 units forward and they're just going to wreck anything they touch. But for here, we need to decide what we want to do. So here we can get Ushapti Great Bow units, increase melee defense, melee attack, and missile resistance for Ushapti units. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to get 6 points into both of these. And why we do 6 points into these is so we can unlock this. And then we can unlock these ones, which are very, very important. But this only comes into rank 7. Now, this is why getting those ranks up really quickly is really beneficial. Not only does it increase the strength of your units, but it also allows you to get these. And these are tremendously good once you've gotten to rank 7 and above. So, for example, if we take this, we get an additional 12% missile resistance on top of the 12% we've already got, on top of the 10% we've already got from our research. So you're already talking about 34% increase missile damage. Plus, they're going to get missile resistance and increased ammunition. It just makes your little skeleton archers in the beginning, they were kind of like meh, and they did the job, but they make them like elite now. And then obviously we can put any of these on any of the units that we want to, and it only costs 1 point, and they're all pretty damn useful. So here you can get plus leadership for your Ushapti, Toon Scorpions, Titans, Necro Sphinxes, plus weapon strength, plus magic resistance. Here you can get your speed, your armor, and your missile resistance for all your cavalry units. And here you can also get plus armor, melee attack, and physical resistance for all your frontline. So it's all beneficial. But it's about making sure you put the points in the right place in the units you're going to be having. So what we can do here, we are going to want to move forward in this direction. As we can see, there is no armies. There are no armies in front of us, which means there's likely building armies here. So there's a military presence here of 6. That's within this province. So that includes Hagreef here, and it will include Temple of Cain, which is here. This one is still not taken, so that one is still up for grabs, and I'll probably grab that this turn. But as we can see here, are we going to be having a military presence? Yes, we are. So there is a lord here that are going to be going in an army within this province.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Right, so let's go here.
Prepare the crypt.
Okay, so that's going to fully replenish my unit.
Priest King. The king moves.
Do I fully replenish if I stay outside?
I have risen.
Not quite. What can I recruit? So I can get them at triple bronze already. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of these units that have no ranks on them at all. Remove this one.
Obey me.
Put these together as they're all bronze with 1s. Perfect. So we now can just recruit 5 of these. And actually, it's just going to be more beneficial. But what we'll do is we'll remove all 5, get the maximum movement range we can.
Nehekara rises from the sand.
So we need to stay within this line that's yellow. Red means it's not ours. Okay, so we can recruit the whole way along.
Advance.
Perfect. So we're just going to recruit 5 units here then. Perfect.
Petra calls.
He can nearly attack, but I'm actually just going to pop here. Right next to him in ambush. Just to protect him a little bit.
Desperate time.
So we'll have 1 level off immortality, which means everything we've invested here will be beneficial to us. So good melee attack, good melee defense, poor-ish armor, okay leadership. So it's like okay overall. Not brilliant, not fantastic, but he does have fleet-footed, which will be really good. As we do have Strider, which means over any terrain they'll maintain their speed. He gets an increased speed, and then we can pop him straight on a skeleton chariot, which means over any terrain he'll be the same speed regardless. That's good. Let's pop you into ambush.
Attend your king, slaves. He is ignorant.
Let's have a little looky here. Let's get Fate of Buna. We want to put Fate of Buna in here. And let's go for... what else do we want in this? Armor's pretty low coming through the Necrotech from here. He's a very big support character, but he's got very, very low. We've got the maximal melee defense he's going to get, which is 45. Pretty poor. Pretty poor. We could do with increasing that. So let's increase his armor. His armor and his melee defense are very low, so we need to look after him. He'll go down very, very quickly. So we do have more here, 70 coming in with a silver shield as well. Very, very good. Let's get his melee attack up, and then we'll probably prioritise melee defense. We'll get Desert Strike soon, but I just want to get that melee attack up with this guy. Now, if we do want to increase, that melee defense, we can go ahead and get the Armor of Ages. Give him plus 5 melee defense, 5 armor, and 5 physical resistance. So we're going to get that once we get some golden idols.
Submit to your king, Tomb King of Mehekara.
Oh, sorry, Corny, I must have missed what you said. Just because I have the armor doesn't mean I'm ready. Oh, why not? Why aren't you ready? Need to be better with a bow. Yeah, that's true. Taking a bow on Minecraft does take some time to get used to, I think. Okay, so let's go in with that plus 5 melee defense. Obviously, having Casual Replenishment and Tomb Strike is very handy. But just to make sure this character doesn't die before we get him immortal, the more melee defense he has, the more hit points he has is going to be beneficial for us. Increasing mobility is good as well, but there's no point having all of that if he's just going to die. So we might as well get the maximum amount of him as we can.
Many secrets.
So I can't quite reach here, so let's move forward just a little bit.
This way.
So if I actually go here, can I... So I can't recruit. So what I might actually do is stay here and recruit and get the triple golds here. So let's get rid of you, 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 and you. Bit cheesy, I know. Get out the greater. And we've got 4,000 to invest. We have a lot of money to invest. We need to make sure we just invest it into the right place. So we do have the temple here. We can upgrade this if we want. Is it worth it? I think so. 6 turns though is the problem. As here, we will be getting increased construction, negative casual replenishment, plus construction time, and negative income from all buildings. So is it really beneficial putting money into here or into somewhere else? Actually, on consideration, somewhere else I think is the correct answer. Not very good here, and not very good here either. Although we do like mountains and we do like deserts. That's the benefit of being part of Khatep's group here. So let's go to the Planet Dogs and invest here instead. So 4.2k, so we actually get no upkeep increase here, so or cost to construction. So let's probably go for this one, I imagine. It's 4.2, and then we'll be able to recruit Nehekar warriors, and it increases the amount of Nehekar warriors we can have in our army, just so we can remove some of those skeletons a little bit going forward. Would I want to invest 4.2 grand anywhere else? I could invest it here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do that because we're going to get increased money from post-loot battles. Let's do that. I'm going to save the money. I don't need Nehekar warriors right now. I've got triple gold chevron skeletons. Is a unit of Nehekar warriors coming in at rank 4 going to be much better? Yes, in the long term, but right now I can wait a turn or two. Venom Glade is really struggling with a Chaos Corruption coming in. I'm not sure where this Chaos Corruption is coming from. It must be these guys. Do they have negative? Yeah, so lack of corruption. So these guys are putting corruption into my province. So that is a problem and something I need to consider and take care of. And I need to be making sure that I'm prioritizing that I'm putting public order in these buildings.
These filthy elves shall pay.
So how are you gonna get better with your bow, Courtney? Ah, so we found them. Oh, perfect. We have a happy populace. That's very good. Now, why do I want to get rid of these? Ah, so look, they force march an army. They force march a 20 stack straight into here. So the campaign is feeling with the Dark Elves that we have to be defensive here. Logic here, he has the upper hand. We're going to fight here, so we're going to play defensive and yeet an army straight in here. Why? Because we're going to lose it if we don't. So looks like we do have some leveling costs here. The one nice thing here from these guys, with the Leechy Priest, is they don't need to get to rank 20. They've only got to get to rank 12 to become immortal, which is good because they can very easily die. So that makes complete sense here. They could probably apply that a little bit more elsewhere as well, I think. So Time Warp is pretty good. Is it Area of Effect? Okay, so we have Banishment here. I do like Banishment. Banishment is a good spell. It's a little bit risky. It's a Vortex spell. It's a little bit risky, but it is pretty good. Sorry, just received the message. So, yeah, so I've got Net of Ammon Talk, that's very useful, and that's very much brought in multiplayer as well. It's just very good for this faction when you have so much range potential, and very cheap range as well. Let's go with Magic Reserves, increase that magic within the army, as we also have Khatep as well, and we do have another Leech Priest of Death. So we're going to have lots of magic and wind reserves in this army, which is beneficial. We have gained extra ranks here coming with our units. We only have one unit here that is at rank 8. The rest is at rank 9. So it's the maximum it's going to be here for us, which is great.
Great ritual.
So I could spend my 5 grand here. I'm going to do this. And then what it means, because I won't be able to afford it this turn, I'll do this. Yeah, we'll do that for this. Okay, and well, never mind. There must have been a bonus here somewhere. Not too sure why that's changed, but it is what it is.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
So I want to remove this army. Why do I want to remove this army? I want to remove this army because I don't want the Chaos Corruption being fed into my cities. I want to remove it as quickly as possible. Who are they fighting? No one? Okay, that's fine. They're also in raid stance here, so...
So much for Morathi's thralls. King of tombs. All shall perish. Shatter their bones.
These guys do not care. They don't care. They'll raid you. Even if you've got an aggression pact, they'll raid you. They'll increase your chaos corruption. They'll disrupt your cities, and then you end up having to defend your cities. So what we might as well do is just remove them as quickly as possible, and then continue where we were before. Because therefore, everything we leave behind should be able to maintain itself, bring in the money, and be beneficial for us as well. So we obviously have the advantage here. So how do we play this? So I don't know where our other force is. Well, it looks like our other force didn't come in, I think. We'll gamble. Do you know what? We can take this on with one army anyway. We definitely should have had the other force come in. I don't know why it didn't. I'm probably sure it's something I did. So we do not have the range advantage, that's for sure, because they do have 3 units of cycles. So how are we going to do this, you may ask? Push. Is how we're going to do this. They won't be coming to us, but we will be going to them, that's for sure.
Stone Shaper.
Okay, so you're only 34 speed.
The cult agrees.
So we do have some Minotaurs over here on the right. So this army, this is actually going to be a harder fight than you might think. On auto-resolve, these guys are not going to perform well, but here in this battle, Minotaurs are going to rip through everything I've got. I'm infusing as much magic as possible.
Mortuary cult. Takes on me.
I need to find magic to really whittle these guys down. I'm going to get a tremendous amount of value coming here. I also cause terror, which is good. Perfect, so let's use this now to hit in the Ungol Raiders. We also cause fear. These guys do not have much leadership. We also have some more Minotaurs. Let's get our heroes in up against these. Okay. No, we don't want you in there. Thank you. Don't want you in there, please. Right, let's shoot in up against the Minosaurs. We could potentially lose this. It is possible. They do have Cygor throwing in the back. So we have beaten up a unit of Minosaurs here, which is very good.
Slaves to me!
Right, let's move on to their. Let's move on to their Lord. That's going to be their. That's going to be their leadership here. So we need to get onto him as quickly as possible. We can cause terror. So let's pop in there.
Yes.
Try and do as much damage as we can. Let's get these guys shooting in as well. So we can heal here and heal models as well. We can also get our shuttle units in here. Let's get these guys fighting up against one of the Cygors. Just shut him down, stop him from shooting. What do we have here? We do have some Ungor Spearmen. They will hit him really hard if they give him the chance. So let's put him in behind. Looks like we're going to be losing some Spearmen here, unfortunately. We will be losing 2 units of Spearmen, but that's fine. We can just get these back the next turn. This is just a summon unit that is going to damage the Cygor. Iron Lances will be coming through soon. So there's lots of damage coming in here for these guys. As you can see, leadership going down nice and quickly. Although our archers are taking a tremendous amount of damage. I do need to back this unit of archers off. I don't want to lose it. And the biggest issue we're going to have here, so their Lord has gone.
The artist.
Right, let's get the shooting in here up against the Ungor Raiders. Let's back this unit off, back this unit off if we can. Push these guys forward and let's try and get in and around here, get some fire shots in. Let's get our Lord in up against. Let's get him in as quickly as possible up against these Cygor units. I'll have the leadership over here as well. Drop their armor. They don't have really much armor anyway, but it's just going to make our skeletons perform even better. Right, we need to ruin their Lord. I just want him gone. I don't want him in the fight. I need to shut down these guys as quickly as possible. These guys will come back, unfortunately. It looks like we are going to lose the skeletons here, unfortunately. Nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. They are just going to go. I think we have lost a unit of skeleton archers here as well.
Fight!
So we can drop another Spirit Leech here. Let's drop it on the healthier unit here. Really drop these guys. Right, so the Lord said, let's get up against into this Cygor again. Right, let's drop Tomb Strike here and Tomb Strike for you. Get that increased melee attack there. These guys do look big and scary, but actually they're really not that tough. We do have a unit in here in the back that will do a good amount of damage, but should be okay, I would have thought. But we chase these off. Pop a Spirit Leech on these guys and they should run away.
Speed up!
So we have managed to save the Skeleton Archers here. Everything else is shattered. Let's shoot the Ungor Spearmen that have come back. I'd rather save the Skeleton Archers than probably get them. Let's get them involved, actually. Let's get them involved. Our Lord is doing a good amount of damage. Let's drop his armor. Give our Lord a little bit more health here if we can. these guys been broken? Yes, so they've been broken. Let's get our casket of souls onto the Uncle Spearman.
Dead slaves.
It looks like we have managed to shut down both the side doors. That's pretty much all that's standing left. Cool, they've broken and shattered. He should shatter as well, but let's go help him out. So we want to make sure these cycles die. I do not want these cycles around anymore. They need to die.
Tomb King. My orders enacted.
So being they're running away, they should also take a lot of damage.
Scion of Nehekara.
Unfortunately, he's a little bit faster than I am.
Meprotect.
But not faster than my kitty cat. Let's go over here and let's pop that onto him. Kitty cat should be able to do a decent amount of damage. Not tons, but should be able to do a decent amount. Actually, doesn't look like we can catch him. We should be able to catch him. We have 68 speed, we should be able to catch him. We should do a good amount of damage before he goes away. We get another 8 seconds of damage. Okay, we lost the 2 seconds there. Actually, it doesn't look like we've attacked him that much, unfortunately. So they will come back, but that's fine. Probably need to get some practice in with it, but we shall see. Yeah, you need to find, maybe go fight some, just find something that's going to be hard to shoot, perhaps. Just practice on that, maybe. Yeah, 232 kills. Very good unit, worth 5k for sure.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Okay, so the money coming in here, 1.2k. We need that money, for sure. Okay, and then we should be able to push these guys again.
The realm of souls fills with
Charm
my
shield is
foes.
very good. I actually might put the charm
My
shield
dynasty reigns
on
supreme.
you, just because of the melee defense. Or do I chuck it on him? Yeah, he's level 17.
The day of awakening comes.
7 melee defense, just because it's so much melee defense. Plus, when you pop it, you get plus 24 melee defense and parry shield. Oh no, it's just parry shield. Sorry, yeah. Okay.
Nehekara rises from the sands. Submit to your king.
Yeah.
Legions, withdraw.
Yeah, we didn't lose anything. That's cool. We'll take the remainder of the money.
Unliving, march.
Nice.
Is my throne ready? Yes.
Right, and now we need to recruit. So some of these are going to take 2 turns to recover. So what might be good is we can have 5 units of these. We do need some more front lines, is the only problem.
I suspect treachery.
So we've got a skill point here. Let's finish off Fate of Buna and then we'll go into Arcane Conduit. We could get some Ushopti front line. We can get 1 unit of Ushopti Great Bows.
On death.
I think that's definitely beneficial. If we get 1 of those and we get some Ushopti front line, I'm not too sad about that. What I could actually do is group these together. Heal that up nice and quickly. Remove that one.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
Yeah, there we go. So that's a front line of Ushopti and some Ushopti Great Bow alongside 3 pretty strong units of Spearmen. That'll take 2 turns to come in, but I don't mind that. So level 18.
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
So 45 melee defense, but he's going to be coming in with the charm shield as well. We could probably do with increasing your armor a little bit more. And then once we've got the armor values and the defense, we'll probably put them on a skeleton chariot, just to make them a little bit faster. You're on your War Sphinx. Can I make you faster? I can. Yes, I'll definitely be getting that, that's for sure. Okay, so we do want to... Now we are going to be getting you Shopti in here. So that's your Shopti Great Bow units as well. Yeah, let's go into this one then. And ceremonial bands. That's pretty good. Do we want that? Yeah, I think we want that. Perfect.
Attend your king.
So level 8. So this is perfect. We've now got lightning strike here as well.
Not to be trusted.
Level 20. Yeah, we're not desperate for anything. Let's make them immortal, so that's perfect. We now have one immortal Tomb Prince, which is perfect.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Increase mobility, so we can keep up with this other army now. Yeah, we're gonna save. That's the panic button. We're gonna be saving that for later if we need it.
Lich Lord of Hamri.
Yeah, we'll get this next turn. Okie dokie. So we do have a forced march army here. Now we've got rid of the beastmen. As you can see here, we don't have any more chaos corruption coming through. We did get a good amount of money from it as well, and experience. And we can now put into Shopti. This army is going to be so damn strong.
The day of awakening.
Not too bothered about increasing the Venom Glade. I'd rather increase what that is behind me. So we do have the Ice Rock. It is only level 1. We could do with getting it level 2 and then putting some new Shakti in both of these ones, in the Vortanfall and Ice Rock. We do have population 3, so we could do both. We can't afford both right now, but we could do both. Playing the dogs, no, but I actually am going to get this. So I do want Assault Mine. It gives us an extra... Gets us some extra materials coming in so we can push this. I think with Assault Mines we can now get this. So I don't care about Potion of Foolhardiness, but I'm sure there's some others we can get. Yeah, so we get Helm of Casar. It's okay. It's nothing great. But I'm sure there are other bits and bobs we can... yeah, as you can see, it's going to be very helpful here. So we'll get that. And as we are level 2 now, I'm actually going to put this on the front line. We're going to put a bit of a garrison in here. Just so that means when they do come, they do have some walls with some forces that they are going to have to come up against. Oh yeah, so I do understand this is probably... I did get somebody wounded. That is... Well, that sucks. Okay, well, that's a shame. That's the way that goes. I should have said this at the beginning, guys. So from how I'm going on forward from now, as I've got a few of you watching, there's going to be a little bit of an update to my schedule. So out of the 7 days in the week, 5 days I'm going to be prioritising multiplayer and multiplayer type content, and for the other 2 days a week, which I haven't determined which days of the week they're going to be, except Friday. Friday is set for tournament day, so every single Friday I'm doing a tournament. So every single Friday will be the multiplayer tournament, and the other 6 days are undecided, but 5 days of the week minimum will be multiplayer based content, whilst the other 2 will be based on my legendary quest campaigns and will be based on doing my legendary campaigns. So that's how stuff's going to look going forward. So we did just get plus 10 growth, which is good. Income from post-loot battle, perfect. Minus 10% cost for cavalry buildings, not too bothered about that, but the rest is pretty good. Hero Titans, we don't have any. We did have one. We don't anymore. So yeah, so that's how my rough schedule is going to look. Oh, sorry, Courtney, I missed your question. Yeah, with the plan, maybe some gas and just some regular monsters. What's the plan for your campaign? A lot left to do. Yes and no. A lot of this campaign is unfortunately going to be fighting up against the Dark Elves. The biggest problem you have here as a streamer, for example, is if you are going to come in with Khatep, you will be fighting the Dark Elves. The Dark Elves are extremely resilient, they're very quickly moving, and they have lots and lots of armies. That is a problem, unfortunately, and it is something you have to be ready to deal with. So actually pushing forward and completing quests or getting certain things done or meeting the other Tomb Kings, considering you're up here and they're all the way down over here, it's not really going to happen. So as much as you can complete from this campaign, there's not much. So I'll probably dedicate this stream. It might be my final one, it might not be, depending on what you guys would like to see. But this potentially might be the final one here, tying it all up. And then I do have a request, obviously from yourself, Courtney, to do the next campaign with the Lizard Men, which I'm going to be doing Krotgar, who should be really, really fun. Lots of big dinos, lots of big fun, so it should be really good. Should be going into that next. I think I'll be a big fan of everybody's. So I think I'm just going to try and do the quest campaign today and just push back the Dark Elves as much as possible. I think if I'm to sit here and... no, we just got the first one. Okay. If I was to just keep sitting here and keep fighting the Dark Elves for you guys, you will eventually get pretty bored, I think. I think I might get pretty bored as well. So I think we'll just do a little bit more. I'll talk a little bit more about how you can play the Tomb Kings in this scenario, and then we'll move on. Right, so unfortunately we did lose somebody.
Attend.
Let's have a look what we can do with you. Can we snipe this out? Well, we don't have enough funds, but no. Essentially, that's the answer. Effing annoying, this little thing, but there's nothing you can do about it.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Okay, so we'll have to move on here. We don't have much money left because we just invested it all. But as this goes, we are 17 turns away, but we are really losing some research rate. So we do have to be careful, as most of our research rate is attached to our heroes, unfortunately.
Living truth.
I can get another Tomb Prince, so I don't care for cavalry too much. Another Tomb Prince wouldn't be too bad. Wise is okay. I don't mind Wise at all. Wise is very good. Can't get any legion pieces, so I can just get a Tomb Prince here. So we do have bonus versus infantry. Bonus versus infantry is not bad. Not bad at all. The increased armor, melee attack, and weapon strength is pretty good. It's good across the board. So I think I'll go for strong.
Son of Nehekara. I keep my own counsel. Move.
We could use him as a bit of a scout, or I could lob him into this army. We already have a Tomb Prince in here, but I might chuck another one in. You know, it doesn't hurt. What does this Tomb Prince have?
Poor Lord Peter.
Right, so let's go next turn. Yeah, excited for the Lizardmen. Oh, good, good. I'm glad you're excited for the Lizardmen. I'm very glad you're excited for it. I am as well, actually. I am a big fan of Lizardmen. Rubber Duck of War has pushed me to like the Lizardmen a little bit more. Nah, they're actually a really, really cool faction. Really, really cool things about them. Lots of cool lore, lots of cool stuff. Right, so they did push around, which is what I thought they might do, because they have unlimited armies. They can do as and what they please. So they have pushed around and taken a small place over here, right,
will be mine.
which is probably the right thing to do. Oh, okay, they didn't sack it. So they sacked it, but they didn't take it. But they have pushed over here. I don't have unlimited armies yet, so we just have to accept that that's the way it is. Okay, that's very good for some armies. So we are growing here. We are losing Chaos Corruption as well. And actually, this is a suitable climate as it's in the mountains, so this is good for us here. And we should look to push on and try and take some of these and take them for ourselves.
Tomb King of Nehekara.
I am not too bothered about having this place, if I'm truthfully honest. I might delete this. Do I repair this? I'll keep it for now, actually. I'll keep it. Like, I'm not bothered.
King of Tombs.
We can just go take Circle of Destruction and force them to come back.
Submit.
We got a pretty elite army here now with this one, so
my dynasty reigns
we can't quite
supreme.
reach it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go halfway.
Now we go.
There you go. So there's their army.
What is this foolishness?
That's another army there. So I'm actually going
Nehekara rises from the sands.
This guy has a tremendous amount of movement.
A Attend your king, slaves.
Actually attack this army if I wanted to.
Waste my time.
Garrison is pretty tiny. It doesn't have any walls.
The goddess forbids it.
But it is quite elite, unfortunately. So they do have some shades with dual weapons. As you can see
These
here,
filthy
coming in with the
elves
armor
shall
piercing. They do have some Hagenhof executioners. And they do have a black dragon. Lord is pretty wet. What I would do is actually shove this lot in their face. What's the
This
Garrison
will
saying?
fail.
So Dark
No.
Riders, Dark Shards, they do have a Death Hag, something to be concerned about. But I also do have here for myself, I do have 4 units of Ushapti, oh, they don't have much leadership unfortunately, but I do have some units of Ushapti Greatbow, and I do have a Casket of Souls coming with quite the front, quite the archery line here. Issue being is I really don't have much of a front line, but that's what this is for.
My dynasty reigns supreme.
Let's move this a little bit, it's a bit janky. So I can bring you up to here.
Summon them.
I think for this army here, I think what I might do is attack with this one, but have this one ready to go.
Submit to your king.
If I go here,
Legions, move.
we
Destroy
can attack this.
all.
Army's trapped in and under force
Destroy
march.
them.
So it says I'm going to win. I think I'm going to win quite comfortably. But what I need to do here is make sure I set up so that I'm ready, that this force can come in the front and act as a ginormous meat shield for me. Let's have a little fight and show the real power here, the true power of the Tomb Kings, which is chaff upon chaff, or as I like to call it, a chaff sandwich. I mean, it's great that some of these units here, they don't have much ammunition, and they do have good AP here on their values, for like the Shades example, but it doesn't matter when they're just shooting into chaff. It just doesn't matter. Okay, that's fine, I'm not too bothered about that. So we do, I think we're going to start really far back. Okay, so let's get my arrows. Where do we want to go? We could go sort of here like so. I'm okay with that. And we do want these at the front, along with 1, 2, 3. Leechy Priest in behind. I don't really want to get these boys involved unless I have to. And we do have the big spinning ball of death. We'll just set him up on top there. We do have my little Death Star. He can just yeet some shots straight in, and I'm going to get my units in as quickly as possible onto this front line. The issue is they're not very fast. Okay, so they're coming in. Let's get Princey Toonboy here in, up amongst the crew. We do have the dragon coming in. We're just going to shoot that thing to death. We should have a Leechy Priest of Light. I thought we did in this army. I could be wrong. I think I'm wrong. But we'll see. Alright, let's get this chaff straight on the front line. No messing around. Straight on the front line. They're going to try and set up. I need to get these units through as quickly as possible. Right, so it doesn't look like I'm going to stand much chance in holding this off. So let's send these guys in as well then. So they are shooting the cold ones. I'm not too sad about that. I want to remove the mobility here from these guys. So it looks like they do have, is that a, I'm not sure what that is. That looks like a wizard? I don't know, but she's dying. She died. Scissors to Slaw, so let's shoot these guys. Black Ark Corsairs coming in. Surprised these guys have not broken yet. We got some Cold One chariots coming in. Alright, chaff in the chaff, in you get, here we go. Okay, so looks like the chaff has pushed through. Oh god, like, this is just how stupid the computer is. The computer will just yeet cabs straight in just to shut down skeleton archers, even if it's not beneficial for it. Like, it will just full yeet. Like, it doesn't care. It goes, do you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to yeet this, and that's the way it's going to be. So looks like we have some shades with dual weapons on the flank over here. So let's get, can we shoot that? Probably not. So let's get shooting on these. I have tons of chaff here at the back. Let's go bolt to this shaft over here. I don't care if these guys are shooting. Like, what they're shooting at, let's be real. They're not shooting at anything that I can't replace in a single turn. Oh, actually, I should probably shoot this black dragon. It's causing fear. Probably causes terror, actually, just to be honest. He has got it on the back line. Drop his armour as well. He'll break. We'll be able to shoot him off the pitch. Don't know what happened to those cold bonded chariots. Oh, they're over there. Okay. Well, let's get those then, shall we? So we're about to get our Shakti in here as well. Very, very close. Can't see here. You took the 500 kills. There we go. Bish, bash, bosh. In we go. Who's this? Oh, it's my lord. Okay. Send the lord in here, up against the blackguard. Let's get this range here, shooting in up against... up against the blackguard.
For spies! Prince who promised!
Send all the chaff forward.
Eviscerate them!
Tomb Prince!
So it looks like I'm going to be losing a unit of Shakti here, unfortunately. Don't think I can heal them. Oh, I think I can heal them. Fantastic. Perfect. So we heal those up then, and they should come through nicely, and we should get some models back, hopefully. Let's drop my Shakti back, all of them. We're just going to let the chaff deal with this, I think. Let's get our range units in, shoot them over here.
Come, undead slaves!
Their lord got yeeted. I love it. And there we go. So being there force marching in the city, there's nothing they can do about it now. So I think we've saved these. Maybe not.
Undying Prince! Next in line!
Let's end before we lose them. We shouldn't lose them. No, we did save one. Okay, that's good. Oh, we did lose somebody though, but that's okay. Trying to think who that was.
The day of awakening comes!
We'll just get another one.
Sack it! Submit to your king!
Yeah, he wasn't immortal, I can tell you.
Summon them! The king moves!
Say now for free, he wasn't immortal.
My dynasty reigns supreme!
Let's get another one here. Yeah. So we lost the Necrotech, but that's okay. I don't have the one I want here.
Legions rise!
It's a shame because he was the perfect one. But that's okay. We'll move on to the next. Right, so how are we going to try and defend you? Let's give you armor, I guess.
Desperate times.
Oh, okay, conduit. Perfect.
Attend your king, slaves.
I don't really want this necrotech. I'm not really bothered about that. I don't really want physical. That's not bad, I guess. Yeah, fine.
The greatest artist. A poor lore keeper.
Right, we need to make you more tanky because you just got absolutely wrecked there. Yeah, let's get you some armor.
My great works. Unfinished.
I guess that is the problem as well. Like, you're so dependent on your lords and heroes, they're actually quite easy to get killed if you're not careful.
The realm of souls fills with my foes.
We can now put +5 public order and +2 untainted in here, which is good. Public order should level itself out now. And we've managed to push the Dark Elves back pretty far, actually, so I'm pretty happy with that. One more turn and we'll be ready to push over to here. No, I don't care for that. There is another army over here somewhere, I'm sure of it. I'm not sure where, but there is another army. Right, so we do have the Hag Hall, which has gone up quite nicely. These two are very expensive to invest in. It's 5 turns as well. I'd rather invest in the Hag Hall, I think, being I've got it so far up. Do I need one more tier? Yeah, I need 7 turns and I can get it up, so I think I'm going to do that. I've got 3,000 here to spend. I should probably save that towards maybe another Casket of Souls, maybe. I think that's going to be beneficial there. Also, I need 3 grand in case I ever need this.
Submit to your king.
Most of this is pretty garbage. I actually really don't care for most of this. So let's put that together. That can go. And we can recruit them. Just get more in. There we go. That's how you abuse those. And next turn.
I keep my own counsel.
Well, eventually we should get to a point where... Oh,
Impossible.
dearie me. Okay. Oh.
Arise, my legions. Rise.
We have 2 armies just chilling here in the middle. This is why you need Lightning Strike. You can take on 1 army at a time. This is so dumb from them. But listen, this is what they want to do. It's what they want to do. They're force marched away from each other, so that's crazy. But listen, that is great for us. Great for us. Our Necrotech got wounded over the end turn as well. So actually, yeah, we should be getting another one next turn. Little pest here.
I will not. A foolish suggestion.
Right, so we're pretty healed. We could have been better healed, if I'm honest. This is a garbage army. Okay, that's good. So let's take care of this. I should have seen that we were being raided. I really should have paid more attention to that. Got a little bit casual with that.
Restore Nekala.
Right, so we're just gonna ambush there. We'll take that next turn. Can we get anything special for here? Only that. That's not too bad. It takes 2 turns. It's relatively cheap, and we get more. Although I would prefer to get this, but we shall wait. We shall wait.
Nekala rises from the sands.
Okay, so I can't reach them.
I deem it.
Including my ridiculous amount of movement range, I currently can't reach them. I'm a bit confused about that.
The Dookie are no match.
I can go take on the Haghaw if I want to.
Short-sighted.
I could take on this, actually, if I wanted to. Might actually do that. So I'll recruit these. Very good units. Might even take this on, to be honest.
No.
There's nothing they can do about it. I don't want it around.
This is forbidden. Destroy them.
It's out here in the open. There's nothing they can do about it. Oh, they can run away. Very far.
Set sail.
Yep, so I've caught it.
Attack and destroy.
I won't fight it.
Battle for the Creator God.
Don't need the Khatep jars just now. The money. Replenishment. Let's get replenishment. I need that
Charge
replenishment.
course. Where is this?
Level 14. So one more here, and then we'll get Desert Strike.
Tomb King of Nekala.
Now we do need to come back to here.
Serve me.
We have 2
The goddess
ridiculous
forbids it.
armies coming through. What's the army looking like here? Not great, if I'm honest. Can we defend it?
You waste my time.
I really don't know. We have no range in this
My
army.
dynasty reigns supreme.
We probably have no range. We have 2 units of archers here. Some Necropolis Knights. 2 units of Ushakti. Some Nehekar Warriors and a Tomb Prince.
My visions
We
predict
certainly can't
fate.
beat that army with these 2. We certainly can't beat that, but we can beat this.
Unthinkable.
That's doable. Circle of Destruction, we do have some stuff, but it is healing.
Sirs, attend.
Okay.
We are strong.
Oh, this sucks. Right, I did not know they were here. I don't know how they got there without me knowing. A little bit confusing there. So we should be able to move away. Right, so now we've got rid of their admiral and their fleet, where they can recruit from as well. Also gives them extra bonuses within the fights here. So we should be able, now we've removed that, we should be able to have free reign here. So I could invest here and get some more skeleton archers. Yeah, why not?
Dark elves die like any other.
Okay, so we're doing relatively well here. I'm really happy with where we're going, actually.
Ariel has been watching you for some time.
So you're not a big fan of that. I wish they'd stop raiding me. Which one can we get? Apparently we can get... Oh, we get this one. Okay, let's bother that. Right, let's go next turn.
This will fail. No.
705. No. No. It's not happening.
This way.
I refuse.
Okay.
Wary of these dark fleshlings.
Perfect. We'll come back then. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about where these guys are going to go and what they're going to do. A little bit difficult here. They somehow got through the cracks and I didn't see them, nor did they get aggressive towards me.
Kara will be mine.
So they've managed to get through the cracks here, and this is what I mean. This is why we need to push this line up so that we don't have any cracks left. We can't have anything coming in here that's allowing them just to pop through and do the stupid stuff they're doing. Because it is just stupid. Like, they're not benefiting from this. They need to take our armies and then push us down and back. Like, this is not benefiting them. It's crippling me, that's for sure, but it's not really benefiting them.
Awake. Quickly. Your king.
Right, let's get into the circle of destruction. We can't reach this, but what I might try and do
Priest king.
is see if I can go halfway here.
Advance.
So the next turn, he might be able to come with us and help us attack this army.
Death sworn.
Get rid of a unit of these, they're completely
Your
pointless.
advice.
Get a 2
This
prince
is
in.
well. By the gods.
So we have a Tomb Prince in here now, so he should hopefully be able to help next turn. He should be able to help us attack this.
Denied.
So now we're going to attack here.
Hierophant. Destroy the heretics.
Yeah, I don't need to fight this, but here they have, so we want the armor and regen. These guys have regen, so they have Strider. Stalk would actually be really good. Increased speed, Vanguard deployment, and Stalk, just so they don't get shot, would be ideal. Regen. Now, where do we want to put regen? We could put the regen banner. We've only got the skeletons. Let's just put them on a unit of skeletons. So it makes you nice and quick, and you should be nice and quick as well. Nice. Perfect. And we got old DJ Sotek. He's not got his DJ gear yet.
Riches are ready.
Perfect.
Soul drain.
Perfect. So we've managed to take on a secondary place now.
Lord.
And we're going to be getting animal resources as well, exotic animal resources. So that's good for us here for our mortuary cults. Good experience and some good money.
Seek absolution.
Right, so we kind of want banishment, but I'm going to get Earthing first, and then we'll go down the banishment route. So let's get Fate Abuna, and then Arcane Conduit. And then what do we want here?
Hierophant Khatep.
This is on the front line, so in theory we're going to want to build this. We're going to want to have some sort of garrison here. Yeah. Let's build a garrison off the front line.
I have risen.
Venom Glade, there's no point. There's no point building this either. Like, it's going to revolt next turn. There's no point building any of this up. This is the front line. I'm only building this up because I know I'm relatively well protected here.
Retalk as Quasur.
He clearly got his ability. I'm just going to kill him. I really don't care.
Quasuras. Uzla Kuit Lok Sarsikal.
No, I want to break my non-aggression pact with them. I feel like that's going to drop me from very high down to low, though. So it says I can end my non-aggression pact, but I feel like it's going to absolutely tank me if I do that. Because I'm not happy with them just sitting there raiding me every single time. It's giving me -3 every turn. And I also need an army there to take care of him if that's what I'm going to do. But no, not building anything up. So we do also have an army here that we need to take care of, so we can get one of our 8 books.
Submit to
That's
your
another
king.
thing I'd like to do is get some of the books as well. We're getting the books that are all over the place. They're impossible to get in, like, say... So we're 70 turns through. We're actually not far through in the campaign because you have to do a lot of fighting yourself. I think to be respective to this campaign, it would be good for us to do... Oh, hinder replenishment, cool. Yep, so as you can see, they've come towards us. Ideal. That's good for me. I'll attack them